So in one of my last videos, I talked about I ordered this living proof dry shampoo. I have been loving it. This one says it's the perfect hair day and that it actually cleans your hair. It's an advanced clean dry shampoo. I've been using the Not Your Mother's for years and it does work good. I do like it, but compared to this, the Not Your Mother's and any other really dry shampoo I've ever used feels kind of like I'm putting baby powder in my hair. That texture. This one, I don't feel that way. It goes on really light and airy and smooth, and I just brush it through and it feels like my hair is clean. So if y'all are interested in this, check my description box below and I will have the Living Proof dry shampoo linked down there. Pretzels? Okay, come on. Let's go sit down and eat some pretzels. Hey y'all, welcome to Marie in the Morning. And in today's video, we are going to be working more in my garden and in our front yard. We are lining our driveway. We are going to be planting some grass seed to make our front yard more green. And we are pulling weeds from our garden. I have the kids helping me do that. I'm just taking y'all along through the progress. This is just a weekend for us. I'm just gonna be cleaning up. We're gonna be working outside and all the things. So we're gonna start today with some coffee and let's get started because there's so much to do. So I wanted to share this robe with y'all. This is by Barefoot Dreams, and Barefoot Dreams is an expensive brand, which is why I have never had any of their products. I know that so many people say that the Barefoot Dreams blankets are so soft, and I was looking on Amazon and I really wanted just like a light, like oatmeal cream neutral colored, like checkered robe, because the heart robe that y'all always see me wear, I got it when I was pregnant with Bella, so it's like 7 years old. I wear my robe every single morning, so I thought that it would be worth it to spend a little bit of money and splurge on a house robe that will be used pretty much every single day. I think it is so cute. It's really stretchy material, but it's definitely gonna get its money's worth because I'm gonna be wearing it every single day. This is a weekend in our life, and what is going on over here? So I'm working on cleaning the inside of the house as well as going outside and helping my husband. The kiddos are in the garden pulling weeds. I told them just pull out any like random pieces of grass or clovers that may be coming up, and we really want to stay on top of this, y'all, because it can get out of hand really fast. In a previous video, I had planted some bulbs that my mother-in-law gave me, and honestly, they just never went up. They just kind of flipped over and stayed that way. So I did end up tearing off the stems and just leaving the bulbs planted in the ground. They are perennials, so maybe they will come back next year. We will see. But the geraniums that I planted are doing wonderful. Now I do notice my porch garden flowers, they do have some of these yellow stems, and I'm not sure if that's because they have too much water, but I do water them, and then it also rains on them, so there's not much I can do about that. So we have some really big nails that we are going to be using to double up the boards to line the driveway. Y'all, the mailman just come flying through here and pull up in our yard and dig a big hole in the front. We really wanted to stop that, and we also wanted to plant some more grass and just make this front yard look better overall. So while my husband is outside doing that, the kiddos are outside helping and just playing, and I'm in the house doing things inside the house that need to be done. So I'm going to go ahead and order our groceries, and I will be sharing a weekly grocery haul at the end of our video. And I did open up my pantry because I like to make sure that I'm not ordering more groceries than we need. If we already have plenty of bread, I'm not going to order more bread, etc. So I was just checking the groceries we already had in the fridge and the pantry. So I'm going to go ahead and get this kitchen cleaned up, and when the kiddos are done pulling the little weeds in the garden, they're going to come in and we are going to read their devotionals. My oldest daughter is with my dad. She's not here this day, but the littles are here. And while I'm reading the devotionals, my 2-year-old is going to lay down and take nap quiet time. He did not go to sleep this day, but he did lay down and just get some quiet time in. And I find that if I don't do this at all, he is so fussy by 4 p.m. every single day. He just whines and cries about everything because he's overly tired. So I do like to at least have him lay down for a little bit. Y'all, when we first moved in this house, the one thing that I always wanted to the right of the stairs over there is a garden. So I am so excited that I finally have my garden. The next thing we are working on here is our pathway. Whoever used to live here painted these stones blue, and we think they are ugly, they are crooked, they are nicer than just having dirt down here. So we do have some like little stepping stones to walk on to the porch, but we're going to dig all of those up. We're going to flip them over and pressure wash them. And we actually made more work for ourselves because our original plan was to flip these over, pressure wash them, and then we were going to put them back side by side and just buy a few extra stones to finish it. Instead of having them gapped, we were just pushing them all together and going to do a pathway of 4 stones each. So rows of 4 across all the way down. And when we went to Home Depot and Walmart and everywhere, we could not find the matching stones. So what we end up doing is we have to completely start over with the stones. So it was about $118 to buy all new stones. And these that we pressure wash, we are going to end up using over at our back porch area. So we have got a lot done so far. We have started our walking path. We are trying to finish lining the garden so I can go out there and spread my mulch and just get things done today. While my husband's doing things that I can't really help him with, I go out there and help him with things that I'm able to help him with, but some things I just can't. I've tackled my living room. I started some towels this morning. I just put those in the dryer, and I need to get started on this kitchen. I'm also gonna make the kids some lunch. So I'm just cleaning up the kitchen as usual. I have to clean this wreck of a kitchen every single day, but I look at it as a blessing that, you know, we have dishes. That means that we've had food. We have a mess in our kitchen. That means we've lived, and so on and so forth. So you can't just look at things as a burden all the time. It's really a blessing to have a home, to have dirty dishes, to have dirty floors, to have children running through your house making a mess. So I just like to look at it in a positive way. And these are all our biggest blessings. So outside my side door over here, we call it our back porch. We are also going to be working on the walking path right there. It looks terrible right now. And especially compared to the new front path, the side path looked so much worse. So we will be tackling that in an upcoming video. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that coming very soon. For lunch, we are keeping it simple. We're doing peanut butter and apples and cheese quesadillas. So we're going to read their devotionals. This is their art caddy. It has all their coloring books in it. We'll keep the devotionals in there. And then the top has all their crayons and markers and all that. So that's really convenient. But but I'll read a page in their devotional. They both have one of these that they got for Easter. When I read the devotional, on the other page, there's an activity for them to do based on what we just read. Jackson's taking a nap, and my oldest daughter is with my dad, so it's just Bella and Nolan right now. So this is what we're learning about today. It's a big flood, and then over here they get to do their activity. So they get to color the rainbow that says, "Never again will the floodwaters destroy all life. When I see the rainbow in the clouds, I will remember the eternal covenant between God and every living creature on earth." Over here, it's going to tell them to draw the animals on the ark. So that's a really fun little activity. When my home is clean, it definitely makes me feel more happier and just better in general versus leaving my house a wreck all day and being lazy bones on the couch and not getting up and doing anything, which it is okay to have days like that, girl. Make sure you are taking those rest days. But for the most part, when I get up and I tackle my house and I push through, at the end of the day, when everything is clean, other than the toys on the floor, of course, because my kids are playing all day long, so there's going to be toys everywhere. But as far as the dishes and the counters and the filth, you know, like the dirt everywhere and the dirty bathrooms, when everything is just clean, I overall just feel better and just happier. So cleaning, in my opinion, is definitely a form of self-care. I don't have bottles anymore, but I still use a bottle brush because they are so good for kids' water bottles, my water bottles, sippy cups, and anything else you can't really put your hand in. So I love to keep a bottle brush on hand. And also make sure y'all have a straw cleaner. I just dip it into the soap and clean out my straws with it, and it is such an easy way to keep your straws clean. I do like for my straws to soak also, just to break up all that grime that's inside, so that when I do put the straw scrubber in, it comes off really easy. But I have to have a straw scrubber and a bottle brush scrubber for our cups. And I do prefer to wash my straws hand washed instead of putting those in the dishwasher. And there was just a couple of things that didn't fit in the dishwasher that I'm just going to go ahead and hand wash. I have been struggling with motherhood a little bit lately. Sometimes it can feel so overwhelming. Sometimes my house just feels like a circus instead of a household. And it is completely okay and normal if you are feeling this way too. We just have to learn how to deal with it and learn to maintain our stress and our anger without taking it out on our family when we feel like we're about to explode. So I'm going to read a little bit from my Mommy and Me devotional. This one is called "The Lord Has Broad Shoulders." Cast your burden on the Lord, and He shall sustain you. He shall never permit the righteous to be moved. Psalm 55:22. When you give God any burden that you carry, you open yourself to the leading and guidance of the Holy Spirit. God has never wanted you to carry your burdens alone. Being a mother is a blessing, but it can also be challenging, and let God be the center of everything that you do. And I think that this is very important as a mother. I know that we all have our moments where we are feeling overwhelmed, we feel like crying and giving up, but we just need to learn how to breathe and deal with these situations and walk away and come back when we have regained our composure, and that way we can handle our children in the way that God wants us to handle our children. So that was for the mommy, and then on the me side for the child, it's called God's protection. Behold, I am with you and will keep you wherever you go. Genesis 28:15. God has promised to be with you, to guide your steps and keep you safe. As you grow, learn to look to Him in all that you do. His love will surround you, protect you, and give you all the reassurance you will ever need. You belong to God, and He belongs to you. And something that I have talked about in a video before for our children is that we cannot save our children. Our job as mothers is to lead them to the Lord, and God is the one who is going to save them. I will have my children's devotional books linked below because I think that they are really, really good for our children to learn about the Bible and learn about God. I will have the one that is for younger children. My kids are 5 and 6, and then also the one for older kids. My teenager has the older one. It is really good for the kids to have these devotionals that they can understand, and they also have creative activities in them. So make sure y'all check my description box below, and I will have those linked. So y'all, we are going to go ahead and put down these stones, and we end up having to take them up again, and I will explain that here in a minute. But I was so sick of dealing with these stones by the end of this video. Let's go ahead and jump into a grocery haul, and then we will pick up the next day and finish the new walkway. Okay, I have a $270 grocery haul, and this does include a few things like some laundry detergent, toothpaste, and things like that. And then I have all of my bags saved here for my bathroom trash cans. So I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what I got. We do still have some meat and some bread and some things still in our fridge and pantry. So this is just what I needed to top up on this week. So starting over here, I got a gallon of whole milk. We got a gallon of chocolate milk. We got some apple juice. And then for breakfast items back here, I picked up some of these Bisquick pancakes. And then I love these Nature Bakery oatmeal crumble fruit bars for the kids. They are whole grain and they really like them. I got the strawberry one, and I also got the apple one, and these really are so good. My toddler really loves those. And then over here for snack, y'all, I have 4 kids. We need a lot of snacks up in this house, okay? So I got these Cheez-It snack mix. These are actually so good, y'all. I like these. These are really, really good. And then I got the kids a 40 pack of these Mott's gummies. Little kids love gummies, y'all. We gotta have some gummies. We got some of these Sun Chips. I got the original, and I also got the Harvest Cheddar. My favorite Sun Chips are the Harvest Cheddar. And then we still have some salsa, so I wanted to pick up some more of the Tostitos Scoops chips for our salsa. And then I got this 20 pack of these little snack cookies for the kiddos. And last but not least for snacks, I picked up 8 of these because these are so convenient. Grab and go little snacks. They're bluey, but they're apple slices, pretzels, and cheese, and the kids just grab these out when they get home from school, and they love those. And then for produce and salad stuff, I got these bacon bits. These are the soft ones, and I just prefer the soft ones. I also buy the hard ones because some of us like the hard ones and some like the soft ones. I got some tomatoes, a cantaloupe, green Granny Smith apples. These are more sour. I don't prefer these. Me and Arabella prefer the red apples. These are the Gala apples. They're sweeter. And my husband and Nolan prefer the green ones. And then I got some blackberries. Y'all, I love blackberries, but for almost $3, you just get this tiny thing. So I got 2 of them. And then I got the kids some of these cutie oranges. I got a cucumber for our salad, some celery. We like to cut this up and dip it in ranch. And then I got some green beans to go with dinner one night. We got some salad, lettuce. This is the romaine. I prefer romaine over iceberg lettuce. And this one has got a little brown spot, so I'll just have to wash that and cut it off. But I got this for like chicken patties one night for sandwiches, or just like ham sandwiches, turkey sandwiches, and salads. So there's 3 hearts of that. And then I got some strawberries, and then I got this sugar-free whipped cream to go with our strawberries. And then, of course, some cheese for our salad this week. And over here in the middle of our snacks and produce, I picked up some all-purpose flour. And then I picked up 2 gallons of the drinking water. I like to use that to refill our water bottles and water down my toddler's juice with, instead of using the individual waters like that to refill water bottles. I just prefer to do these. I picked up some butter. And then I got some meat. We got this big chuck pot roast to do a pot roast one night in the crock pot. I got 2 things of ground beef. And this is the 98% lean, or 93% lean, 7% fat. It's just better for you. It is a little bit more expensive the more lean it is, but it's just, I think it's better for you. And then for Fun Friday, for my kids' lunch boxes, we do Fun Friday. On every Friday, I pack their lunch box, and then throughout the week, they just eat school food. These are the ham and cheese Lunchables. I got all 3 of the school-age kids one. We got some hamburger buns for our chicken patties for dinner one night. The kids love bologna, y'all. Love it. They'll eat it for a snack. They request it all the time. I don't know if y'all have ever tried fried bologna, but fry this up and eat it on a sandwich with some cheese, and it's so cheap and so yummy. Also got pork chops. And just for a few household things, the kids needed some more gummies. Jackson has different ones that's for ages 2 and 3-year-olds. This one says it's for 2 years old and up, but I got this one for my 5 and 6-year-old, and then I get these for my teenager, teen girl multi-Ollie vitamins, and then these are the ones that I've been using is the Ollie women's multivitamins. This for Arabella mostly, but it's a moist detangler. It's like a leave-in conditioner detangling spray, and then I also really love this one. It's the Fairy Tales Rosemary Repel, and this one is really good for school-age kids. It's also got like lice repellent in it, but it's a conditioning spray. This one's a detangler. And then for toothpaste, I just got this big box of Colgate for my teenager and my husband and I. For my 2-year-old, I get him this one, the fluoride-free training toothpaste. And then for my 5 and 6-year-olds, I picked up 2 tubes of these, but this is the Kids Crest. That's what I have started getting them instead of the character ones because that one is cheaper. And then we were out of ketchup, so I got some more of that. And I just prefer these squeeze bottles. You just literally squeeze it. It makes life so much easier. And then I love this barbecue sauce, y'all. Anything Kinder's, I feel like is so good. I love the Kinder's brand seasonings, but try this barbecue sauce. It really is good. It's the hickory brown sugar. And then we were out of garlic powder, so I picked up some more of that. And we were completely out of syrup. So I got some of this Maple Groves Farms 100% pure maple syrup. And this one is really, really good too. And then for the kids, this is the laundry detergent I use. It's a free and clear. I use the Purex scented for our towels and my husband and I. But for the kids, they have, well, they don't all have eczema, but my baby has really sensitive skin. My teenager has eczema. And Arabella has slight eczema. I haven't seen any signs with Nolan, but I just like to get them the free and clear so it's a little bit gentler on their skin. But all of this was about $270. By now, we were so sick of moving these stones. We moved them initially out of the way so we could pressure wash them. Then we went to Home Depot to see if we could find more because we want to do a row of 4 and then push them all together and just make one concrete pathway. But we could not find the exact stones in the same height. So we decided to pick them all up and put them behind our building, and we're going to use them over there on our side porch, which we call our back porch, later in a different video. That's another project that will come later. But we ended up having to go to Home Depot and buy all new stones. So we're going to go ahead and move all the old stones behind the building in the wheelbarrow and then put all these new stones down. And y'all, off camera, we ended up picking them up one last time and adding a layer of sand just to level it a little bit more so they weren't wobbly. There was a few that were a little wobbly. But overall, I love the way that it turned out, and I love that the kids are able to come out here and draw on them with chalk since we don't have a concrete driveway. Look out for one of my next videos because we ended up taking the stones up one last time and offsetting them. So my husband cracked some in half and we kind of checkerboarded them and they look so much better. So stay tuned for the upcoming progress of how we finished the pathway and also the pathway over at our side porch, our back door. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we will see y'all in our next one.